Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Car Spec Garage video. Today, it's all about Project Kickoff. This is the 67 Alfa step nose. We're starting the restoration project on this car, and then the next project will be on the 72 GTV. That one we've moved off the lift, brought it to the side of the garage, or the side of the lift. It's staying there. We're focusing on the 67 Giulia Sprint GT. All right, so I know I've done one video already on kind of an introduction between the two cars. I want to go in more in-depth on this car and show you up underneath the car and kind of go through all the parts and stuff that we have. Any suggestions, comments, please put them below. This is going to take a village to make this thing happen. Why do I say that? Let's get started. All right, guys, here it is, 67 Giulia Sprint GT step nose. I absolutely love this. This step nose is pretty cool. Okay, so again, acquired the car down in Florida. Paint body work's already been done. It's got a lot of, you just got to go through and we got to rebuff. I got my next door neighbor, it's the paint guy, is going to rebuff it. This is single stage paint, but with all the restorations he's done, he's going to lay 2 coats of clear on it after we do all the buffing. The reason why he wants to do the clear is single stage paint is great. It's beautiful. It's got depth to it. It's like you can put your finger straight through it. But the problem is single stage paint can fade a little bit, can fade quicker than regular paint with clear coat. So the paint and body work is great on the car. It is done really good. A few little minor flaws here and there. It's going to be hard to see it. Let's see, but you can kind of see a little indentation right there, and there's a few more, but we can fill those in before the clear and sand it down, and it should be pretty good, I would assume. We'll see. Wheels are going to stay the same. I am going to take them off and take them to a wheel guy. Let me move the vinyl out of the way, take them off, and have them powder coated, cleaned and powder coated back to spec. It's hard to see here, but I mean, wheel arches. We'll get up underneath the car. Everything's done on this car, paint and body. Again, just a few things, you know. Of course, we got to align the doors, as you can see. Got to get those moved up a little bit. They're off. They're off a little bit, so we got to do that. So I'm going to get all the tape pulled off of that today. Let's see. Let's go around the side. Sorry, it's a tight space. Truck's been done. They patched an area we'll show you up underneath here, and then here and here. And then the tub was, other than that, was in really good shape. Still have the black coating on the trunk. The hood is the same way. I'll show you. Come over here. Again, all the paint and body work's done. Just a couple of things, but again, you know, we're going to get the wheels done. I've got the hubcaps are sitting right over there on that bench. Glasses in great shape. I got all new rubber. Everything is there. The headliner is done. I'll show you that in a second. Let's see. Let's come over to the front. Okay, then we got the front of the car. Of course, you know, everything's off the car right now. Everything. All right, show you the hood. Okay, there we go. So parts and pieces have already been started to be put back in, wiring harnesses, everything. It's all there. The hood looks great. It's all been painted up underneath the hood. Again, you've got the black insulation material, whatever they call that's done. I mean, this is just buffing stuff, so that's not a big deal. Put that down. Let's see. Interior, of course, the roof is in great shape. All right, interior, everything's out of it. Now, what I did is I went ahead and got all the old insulation material off the tunnel and all the places I could get it off. And then I sprayed one other coat of primer. Now, the car does have POR 15 on it. It's got Rhino-Liner under the bottom. We'll show you all that. I mean, this car is sealed pretty well, but I went ahead and did all that. Got my new plugs in. As you can see, they're on all the sides, all four places. So that's done. So once I get my Dynamat in, then I will go ahead and lay Dynamat down on the car, excuse me, and get all that squared away, and that'll be nice. We'll get every bit of that done. So, you know, just need to have all that done. Brand new headliners in. So that is completed. I got to find the holes for the mirror, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. Some people on the forums who gave me a good ways to figure it out. Again, all this is being replaced. I've got the steering wheel, all that, everything's done. This car is going to be brand new when it's finished. So that's where we're at there. So what I'll do is I'm going to get this thing lifted. I'm going to pull all the tape off real quick, but I'm going to get this thing lifted up so you can see up underneath the car. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about parts. Now, I do have 4 bins here. These are the carbs. I'm going to send those off to get them completely rebuilt and clean, so they'll be like new. And seats are going away to get done, reupholstered. I'll talk about all that. And then I got more parts over there on the other side of my Porsche, and we'll talk about. All right, guys, so let me get this thing up in the air. And I'm going to pull all the yellow tape off, but let me get this thing up in the air, and then we'll look at the bottom of the car. All right, guys, we are up underneath the car. So we're just going to kind of start from the front and work our way back. So as you can see, all of these new springs, new shocks. I've got a light shining, so I apologize for the shadows. Everything waiting on the brakes to come in. We'll talk more about parts here in a few. Everything that isn't new has been powder coated and painted. New rubber for the stops there. Everything's good to go. We got the new drain hose. Oops. And this is kind of a better view. And again, I apologize for the lighting. It's not the best. Let's see. So there we go. All right, making our way. We got the pedal box, master cylinders in, clutch cables hanging, waiting on just a few parts. Got the steering. Everything looks good there. But as you can see, this whole car has been rhino-lined up underneath. All the rust taken off, replaced, whatever the case may be, and then rhino-lined, painted to match as much as possible, and go from there. Let me set my light down. I'm going to move this out of the way. All right, sorry about that. Apologize. All right, let's get flipped around. All right, I know I'm making y'all drunk. I'm sorry. All right, so got the new grommets in here, and there. New jack points have been installed. All that's been replaced. Every bit of it's been replaced. Brake line's already in. I got to move it up underneath. It's just not in the right spot. I'll do that today. I'm gonna put some new seals and stuff. I'm gonna drain whatever's been put in here and put the new stuff in there. New fluids in there. Springs, straps, rubbers, everything has all been completely replaced. Let me get this out of the way. New gas tank installed. Let's see. The repair is hard to see, but it's kind of, you can see where they did the repair there, and then they did the repair there. So all good and sprayed. I got to drill the hole and get that done to, you know, put the drain plugs in and stuff. So I got to get that done. Brakes are basically in, but I'm going to redo every bit of this. Just waiting. Got my waiting on the calipers and stuff to come in. So torsion bar, everything is really in great shape up underneath. Of course, we'll do new tires as well. These are kind of dry rotted. I went drive 2 miles an hour in it. Move this up out of the way. All new brake lines. Of course, waiting on parts, but all new brake lines, all the way from one end to the other. Every bit of it is done. Yeah, so that's up underneath the car. We'll kind of come out. I've got the glass off of it. I got all the tape off. I got all that done. All right, let's talk parts. That's the last part of this video. We'll go over the parts itself, but I mean, as you can see, it's just the car's in great shape body-wise now, and all the rust is off of it. So I'm very happy. So as you see, all the tape and stuff off. All right, so let's talk parts. All right, guys. So you saw the outside of the car. We went a little more in depth around the car. You saw up underneath the car for the first time. Every time I get up underneath the car, I'm very impressed with the work done up underneath it. This again is going to make somebody an amazing car for years and years and years to come. Forget about the motor. The motor is out of the car. It's sitting on the other side of the green car that I'm looking at now, the 72 GTV. My goal, before I decide to rebuild it, I just don't know if I want to rebuild the motor. Here's why. I want to get my engine stand built. I'm doing a, kind of a run engine stand test bed. So I want to do a compression check on it. I'm going to scope it. Probably going to flip it around, pull the pan off, and maybe pop one of the caps off the crank and kind of see how the bearings look. Again, compression test it, and then get it running on the test bed itself, and to see how well it's running. I'm going to get the carbs, which I have sitting up on the box. I'm going to get those completely restored, rebuilt. That way they'll be perfect. And then I want to get those on the motor while it's out of the car, and I want to get the whole thing tuned up. That's what I did on my 83 Spider before I put the motor back in. So I want to do that. I just feel like I can get everything adjusted better out of the car, so I'm not bringing a lot of wrenches over and around the car as much that could cause me to drop something. So we're going to do that. The car's going to go away to the paint and body shop in the next week or two. That's my next door neighbor. He's going to do any touch-ups on any imperfections that we find, as many of them as possible. And then we're going to he is going to do some buffing and cutting. And then we're going to lay a couple of coats of clear on it. So we really just kind of seal everything in and just make it as best as we can for a car that was built in 1967. Okay, parts. What have we done? So I'm going to create a whole nother video just on parts itself. But what we're gonna do is I'm going to order all my parts from Classic Alfa, or as many as I can that they have available for the car, and we'll do a separate video of kind of unboxing that and go from there. I'm almost ready to pull the trigger on ordering the parts. I mean, it is going to be a lot and a lot of money, but I want this car to be brand new. I want all new parts on this car where we can do it, that are available. And you Alfa holics out there in the world, yeah, we'll order some parts from Alfa holics too, but you know, everybody that are just diehard Alfa guys, you know what's available, what's not available. So we're gonna get everything new that we can, all new interior, motor mounts. I mean, everything that we can buy new is being purchased, and then we'll rebuild things that we can't go buy new and go from there. But all that'll be detailed in the videos. And then once all this is done, we're gonna lay this thing or put this thing out on Bring a Trailer. Or if somebody's interested now in the car, let me know. We can maybe work a deal out before I really dive into all the restoration, if you want to take it from where it's at, or wait till it's done and then we can stay in contact and go from there. But these videos will be a good journal to the rebuild process for the 67 step nose. So I want to thank you so much. I want you to please like, subscribe, ring that bell. It helps the channel. Get the word out to all your Alfaholic guys and gals and let them know about the restoration that's happening. We're gonna just journal this whole thing through YouTube, through my channel, Car Spec Garage. So till the next video, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and God bless.